Battlestate Games has released the patch notes earlier today for 12.7. They've added a bunch of cool changes and fixes, so I'm excited to go through this with you guys. So first off, I just want to say that Battlestate Games does an amazing job with these patch notes. Not all devs do this. It's not a given, so I'm very happy to see the sheer amount of notes that they have available here. But let's dive into it. So they're finally adding the customs expansion. This is going to be really cool to see, and I'll go ahead and play a clip in a little bit that they added in a teaser trailer. But I'm very excited for this, as we all love, hanging out on customs. Now we got more space to roam around. I'll go ahead and roll the clip now, showcasing some of the new area and customs. I'll have to cut the sound just in case there's copyright problems. Pew 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 pew. Pew! Pew! Reload! Reloading! Brrr. Pew! They're adding the new Scav Boss Sanitar to Shoreline. So as the background here, a former doctor, he worked in the health resort Lazerny Berega. I'm not even going to really try to pronounce that correctly. And before that, the Terror Group Laboratory. After the events that happened in Tarkov, he gathered a gang with former colleagues and operates on the Shoreline. Actively uses professional skills in combat, quickly healing himself and the gang members. He uses various stimulants and medications, including those of his own production. He can quickly perform surgery by pulling out a bullet or applying a tourniquet on the field. Sometimes he is loyal to the scavs and can leave a couple of first aid kits or other medical supplies for his own group members on location. That's going to be really interesting to see as this boss. I mean, they haven't really added a medical boss like this yet, so I'm going to be interested to see how much he can really heal between he and his members when you're in a fight with them. And as a scav, if you do scav Shoreline, I'll be interested to see if he drops those first aid kits and if that's the easier way to get Salawas, things like that. New quests on Shoreline. I wonder if these have to do with more Peacekeeper line stuff. And a system for reporting suspicious players. This is going to be nice. Hopefully, finally, if you see someone abusing the game, you'll be able to report it in an easier way. Improved AI behavior. This is going to be really interesting now. So they say bots can pick up items now. Improved AI behavior when they see bodies. Bots can now pick up a second firearm from bodies. So now you won't be able to just tell player scavs from the AI just by looking at the guns on their back. AI can now greet each other. I thought they were already doing that, but bots will eat and drink while peaceful mode. This is going to be interesting. It's just going to be, all of these changes are going to make it a lot more difficult to tell the difference between player scavs and AI scavs, which I think is good. It just makes them less predictable. AI will perform mag check. That's a very player scavvy thing. And bots can check someone for friend or foe by aiming at them for some time if they're not sure of one's intentions. So I'm wondering if this means if you're stuck staring at it with an AI for a while, just staring at their head or something, if they will actually turn on you. I'm not sure. Bots will sprint while patrolling. This will help. Usually you can tell players because they're the only ones that are sprinting around, but now these guys are going to sprint more. That's good to see. AI will be able to storm the player as a group if he's holding position and attack him. That's a common method for attacking the scavs, so now they'll form up against you. This will all be very interesting, and AI will try to avoid dangerous places. I wonder if this means like trying to avoid the train yard. They won't walk through the straight of it, things like reserve and just places that are really hot that no human being beside the scav would really go out. Curious to see that. New weapons. So they're finally adding the grenade launcher. This is going to be crazy. Can't wait to see this. New shotgun as well. As for new ammo, we're getting some new rounds within existing ammo types such as 3.66, 4.5, 9x19, 7.62 by 5.1. That's going to be interesting. New 3.8 round. So they're adding 40 by 46 millimeter rounds. This is going to be really interesting. It says it has some buckshot in there. I'm not exactly sure what this will look like, but it'll be interesting to see. New stimulants. I'm sure this comes along with Sanitar. Wonder what these will all do, but they already have some stimulants in the game, so I wonder if these will have interesting side effects. Add an additional icon for the network connection status in case of high packet loss. That's really useful. I think before you couldn't really tell if someone was lagging out. Now hopefully we'll show them. New skills, iteration improving and reworking the skills system. So now we have the surgery skill, reduces HP penalty for surgery, improves surgery speed, no HP penalty for the restored body part if at the elite, and elite maximum increase in the speed of surgery. So now you get rewarded for performing surgery and get better at it. I think this is really cool. New skill aim drills, increases aiming speed, decreases volume of aiming, no hand shaking at any stamina value, first 2 seconds after aiming. Elite, reduced hands shaking during tremor and fracture the first 2 seconds after aiming. So I think think this is really cool. I'm sure you can combo it with changing up the ergonomics of your guns to increase the amount of time you're able to ADS. I think this is really useful because it can be super loud when you aim down your sights and enemies nearby, even though it's something kind of critical that you need to do. So hopefully this will help that. Rework of the strength system, increasing all the weight limits, speed, jump height, and strength of grenade throws and melee attacks. I think this is good. Well, I didn't really have a problem with the sprint speed, so I'm kind of interested to see what that is. But the jump height was a little low, I felt like. So rework of the endurance skill, increase feet stamina, reduce stamina consumption, increase holding breath time on ADS, increase the speed of breath recovery, and several different elite breathing things as you can see there. So that just means that they basically figured that they didn't have quite enough stamina, which is I think is good. I think this will help. Various fixes and old skills, added 5 HP to health to the chest zone. This is kind of interesting because LPS GZH does 81 damage, so I guess now you won't be able to one-tap to the chest with LPS GZH potentially. Very useful to know. Several different optimizations, fixing of freezings. I won't touch on all of these, but if you want to look through these, I'll post the patch notes and descriptions. There's all kinds of different fixes that they've added in the hideout, in the menus, in the flea market. They've also updated a couple animations, including the SV98 and the PPSH animation. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think of all these changes and fixes. Let me know if you think it's a good or bad thing, what you guys like about it, don't like. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more content similar to this. And check out our other Escape from Tarkov guides if you are wanting to learn how to get started in Tarkov in the best way possible. That's about it. See you guys later.